What's going on, everybody? Welcome into episode 5 of the 216 show. I got a very special guest here behind me. I want to thank everybody that so far has come on. We have had Gap Goody, we've had Heather, we've had Mike Carlisle. Oh, good God, there's one I'm missing. Can't remember the one I'm missing now. See, this is how it goes. I start forgetting things because that's what I do. I apologize. But we do have a true friend of mine, one of my buddies that as soon as I started podcasting was always here, always chiming in, having fun with us, has been a guest on my show many of times, was part of Voice of the Land podcast. He's got some other stuff that he does on the side, but you know him on X Universe as Always Positive Jay. Let's bring him on. What's going
on? I knew you were going to say it. I tried to time it exactly. I heard the thing. Like, yeah, we know each other. What's going on?
What's going on? All right, brother. Thank you so much for joining the 216 show. Little backstory. You're in the hot seat. You're in the 216 hot seat. We're going to ask you some wonderful questions about Cleveland.
The hotter, the better.
Huh?
The hotter, the better.
Well, I'm going to try. So there's one in here that you haven't seen yet that I'm going to bring to you. So it's going to be a fun one for you. But as we always start out this show, we want to thank everybody for joining, watching. Please give us that like and subscribe down at the bottom. Give Always Positive J follow at Always Positive J on all your socials, I believe. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty much all. I have an Instagram, but I don't even think it's on my phone anymore.
That's great. All right. So let's start the hot seat off. All right. Let me see if I can shift things here. We'll put you over here. Boom, right in the hot seat. So you don't got to see this fat face all the time. All right, Jay, as a Cleveland fan, how would you rank your fandom of teams here in the beautiful city of Cleveland?
I mean, this is always a tough question because we love all our teams, obviously, but I'm definitely in the minority for this answer because I'm going Cavs, Guardians, and the Browns because right now the Browns are just driving me insane. I love watching football the most, but the Browns are just – what do they do for us on a regular basis? Kind of give us more sorrow than good. While the other two teams, I mean, I got a championship, and the Guardians are constant contenders. They deserve it more.
All right.
I'd put the Buckeyes above the Browns right now, too.
I think I would put, like, Akron above the Browns right now.
Put them there, Cleveland State, especially the girls' basketball team. Tri-C.
At least you're honest about
my
it.
My softball team.
It's even better. All right, buddy. What are your current favorite players for each team?
Well, the Guardians, it's easy. It's Jose Ramirez. After he signed his contract, he became my all-time favorite Guardians player. For the Browns, because I'm going to hope that he stays, it's Nick Chubb. And for the Cavs, it's Jared Allen, actually.
Oh, you love Big Fro, huh?
I love the Big Fro, man. He just looks like the most lovable guy in that team. He doesn't care about, like, the fancy stuff. He's just like, dude, give me my hoodie and some sweatpants and let me play my games and chill with my cats. I'm like, that's my kind of guy.
All right, but now I know you've met a lot of people, especially a lot of sports people. Who is the favorite person you got to meet?
Actually, it was just recently, Rajay Davis. Like, I can't wait to interview this guy because he just has so much energy and so much charisma to him. He was very interesting to talk to. It was literally like a 3-minute conversation, but I was like, wow, he was actually really, really cool. I mean, and I've met some really cool ones too, but I liked Rajay. That was an interesting one.
If you had to ask him one question, what would it be?
What were you thinking when you were rounding the bases after you hit that home run in the World Series against Chapman?
I can almost answer that question right now. Don't trip. All right, bud, you're in the podcasting world as long as all of us. What's it like being a podcaster?
Honestly, I didn't find it any more different than before I was a podcaster. I was trying to think of a cool answer. I guess you could make it more like you could do charity work through your stuff and get good feelings from all that. But yeah, it doesn't feel any more different than what it was. It's kind of what you put into it more so than anything, too. If you
Okay.
like, that'll lead more into the next question, I think.
Yeah. The next question is, what advice can you give somebody up and coming in podcasting?
Um, these are all advices that people in the radio business and media business have given me, so I'll pass it on to you guys. Number one is just make relationships and good relationships with as many people in the business as you can. That's huge. And two, you got to bust your ass. You got to put yourself out there. You can't just be sitting in your basement, kind of like how we are right now, and just doing this every day. You got to go to events and try to meet people in person because most likely you don't have the connections right off. You got to make them yourself.
Okay. Next up on the list, what is one of your favorite events that you've been to here in Cleveland?
Taste of Tremont. So much good food, and it is all over the place. People are out and about. It's usually a really nice day in the summer. So, yeah, I always like the Taste of Tremont.
Is it better than Columbus Day down in Little Italy?
Is that the Italian the feast?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to bring up Little Italy, but yeah, I think it is because there's a bunch of different foods
Not just all
instead of like
Italian.
everything. Like I always say, I think the foods. If you really want the best food, you go to Little Italy when it's not the feast because they're not making it in the masses. You go and you just go to eat there at the restaurant. But if you're going there to have fun and all that, yeah, it's still fun because you go gamble, a bunch of wine and stuff. But I think the food's just better when you don't go to the feast, to be honest with you.
All right. Now, here's one that I love asking you because I know you've given me some gems on my show. As a Clevelander, what are some of your favorite spots here in Cleveland, whether it be parks, restaurants, diners, bars, whatever?
Now, are we saying greater Cleveland area, not just Cleveland?
Yeah, greater Cleveland area, because I'm grouping everything kind of in together.
All right. There's so many good spots, to be honest with you. Like a hidden gem. I'll give you one right in Cleveland. You want a great hidden gem that you can go do that a lot of people have no idea and is in plain sight, and you can see it from almost anywhere. The observation deck at the terminal tower. You got to make an appointment to get a ticket to go. You take 2 elevators all the way up to get there, and then you get up there, and you're in the way up top in the middle of downtown. And you could see all the way around because there's huge windows all the way around it. That is a really cool event, or really not event, but really cool place to go visit. Just our metro parks, like there's a great metro parks down in Medina, and I cannot think of the name, but if you look up like stone carvings in Medina, there's like a pharaoh that's carved into stone, and they're all from like there's a huge boat, Ty Cobb's face on a rock, a bunch of faces carved in these rocks. Nah, this is so bad I cannot think of. If you Google all this stuff, it'll eventually tell you, and it's right in like the Brunswick's like Metro Parks area.
Okay.
But just our Metro Parks anywhere, like they're all good.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous. Like I'm over here at the Rocky River Reservation. I take kids there all the time, walk up and down. Yeah.
That was another one I was going to say. Is like I really like Rocky River. You can go kayaking out of there and stuff too, can't you?
Yeah, and plus they got the huge stairwell up to the top part, and you can kind of look over the entire. Even though I call those the stairs of death because there's like 180 of those things, but man, once you get up to the top, one of the most beautiful views you can get. All right, you give us one hidden gem, which was the observation tower, but I know you love food. Give us a hidden gem, food wise, bar wise, couple ones that you like. I
Das
know that.
Schnitzel House in Parma is really good. Like it's
House.
Oh my god, I want Schnitzel House so bad right now. A sneaky good pizza place is another one in Parma because I've spent a lot of time there. Is Napoleon's Pizza in Parma, which I saw was ranked in the top 25, like top 5 the other day. And I'm trying to think of another one. But I hate bad air, quiet airtime. It drives me insane. But yeah,
No, you're
those
all right.
just go to Dash Schnitzel House. That's all you need to do. Thank me later.
Oh yeah, I've driven by it, and you hooked me up with a gym, Southside Diner.
There's
Uh,
one. Yeah.
oh my God! If you
Whenever
guys,
you're ready, dude. I have not been back since we went, by the way.
I've been back like 3 times
I
since we went.
Yeah, you didn't call me.
And Bud, at the point in time, I don't think you wanted to be there for that shit show. I am not gonna lie to you on that one. That was after a whole night of drinking, waking up going, I want one of those breakfast burritos.
No, I don't. I don't want
Swimming
to
in
be by
like a
you after
grizzly
that.
bear. Is there another hidden food place here that you? Because I know you love food. You're like me. You're good. You're a big foodie. You love food. Is there any other place that you could think of that somebody really needs to check out? Just either a mom and pop place that people haven't heard of before.
Yeah, I go to all the same spots, and it's like I can't think of. I don't go out too much anymore, but a hidden bar. I'll give you a good hidden bar down in Tremont, Hoach's Cafe. A lot of
Okay.
people like to do the Tremont bar crawl.
Yes.
Start at Hoach's. Without a doubt, the cheapest beer in Cleveland, and it's always ice cold, which is great. I grew up. The family is like the people that own it are like my foster parents more or less, and the customer service there is off the charts. You're not going to wait forever for a drink. They got the old school shuffleboard in there, but just it's one of the original shot and beer places for the steel mill guys when they would get off, and they've had Babe Ruth in there when they made shot the Deer Hunter. I think it was, what is his name? The main character of the Deer Hunter, famous actor, Robert De Niro.
De Niro.
Here's a funny story. Robert De Niro walks into the bar, and this is my best friend's grandfather. She's Robert De Niro, and he comes in and he's like, he's trying to get drinks. He's like, yeah, this place isn't for you, buddy. You know, we don't want your Hollywood types. This is for us steel mill workers and stuff. He kicked Robert De Niro out of his bar.
Oh my
But
God.
Babe Ruth was allowed because, you know, it's Babe Ruth.
It's the Babe.
Yeah. He didn't want like all those people there. He's like, no, this bar is meant for steel mill workers, not Hollywood rich people.
Now, Jay, I know you're not a big drinker, but if you had to do a go-to game day drink, what would it be?
If it is like, if I had an alcoholic drink, and let's say it's a hot day, just give me a margarita, man. I do like a good margarita.
Now, are you a frozen margarita or you want it on the rocks?
Frozen.
Okay. So you want that slushy aspect.
Yeah, I love slushies. So that's why I probably like margaritas. And they don't take, I just don't drink a lot of alcohol. You know that.
No, I know. All right. So here's the hot topic question. I've had Stadium Mustard reach out to me, and I am so glad they did. Jay, Burtman's or your original Stadium Mustard? What's your choice?
Neither.
Come on.
Neither.
You got to pick one.
No, I don't. I won't. Dude, I won't eat it. I swear to God. And I'm in the mind. Dude, I don't eat ketchup, mayonnaise, or mustard. I'm so weird.
But you
I
eat barbecue
am
sauce.
weird. I'll eat barbecue sauce. I usually don't get it though.
All of it.
If I get nuggets, I get no sauce. I take my nuggets butt naked, man.
Oh my God, Jay.
The only condiment I really love, A1 sauce.
But yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
And I'm sorry if your mustard people are like sponsoring this, by the way.
No.
If they are, just tell me which one it is, and that's my favorite.
Original Stadium Mustard.
Original Stadium Mustard's so good. Let me tell you something. You can't have a hot dog without original Stadium Mustard. You're just kidding yourself if you think you are.
Are you a fan of Dollar Dogs? The Sugar Dales?
Nope.
You're not even a
Nope.
hot dog
I'm
fan.
a bougie dog eared. If it's what I call a bologna stick, I gotta just be really, really hungry to eat them. Like I won't not eat them, but I'd rather just spend more money and get the all beef.
All right. Hey, things we're learning about Always Positive Jay tonight.
Dude, Dollar Dog Night. Me and my friend went there. We were gonna compete who could eat the most. I ate a bite of one. I'm like, dude, these are garbage dogs. I'm out. I was like, I'm out. And I threw them all away. and I went and got a real dog for 3 times the price.
I love it. I love it. All right, buddy, here we go. Best city on the east side and the west side. Go.
On the east side, we talked about it. Let's just go Little Italy. Love it there because the rest of the east side I frankly can't stand because I hate the snow, I hate their traffic, and how everything takes forever to get to the freeway. So the only spot I even really liked, I will go to on the east side is Little Italy.
All right, west side.
Let's go to my hometown, or not home, I guess I grew up there, went to high school, North Royalton. I
All
love
right.
North Royalton because it's between the 2 major freeways, like right in the middle of 71, 77. You're not too far from 480 or the Turnpike, and there's no malls there. It's kind of more laid back, but it's not completely country either. So, and especially if you live on the south end of North Royalton, where my dad lives, you get more woods than neighbors.
Yeah. All right. Now, this is one of my favorite questions because I am a transplant here, but I call Cleveland my home now. I raised my family here. I met my wife here. It's a great thing for me. Jay, what does Cleveland mean to you?
Community. It's always been community. Cleveland, believe it or not, is so much different than most cities. Like, we will look out for each other more than I know anywhere. And this is people, I talk to people that travel all over the world, and we're just a unique, even like on a big scale throughout all of Cleveland, or mostly time we're just stuff you don't hear about. Neighbors helping each other out, families help, friends helping each other out. We are always looking out for each other in Cleveland.
This is also coming from the guy that picked somebody up wanting a tryout for the Cleveland Browns. I don't know if you remember it. Big Jarvis.
Yeah, he said it.
Mm-hmm. Jarvis Courtney. You came, picked him up, took him down, got him some food, showed him around Cleveland, tried to get him a tryout here. So, I mean, that just right there shows you what community is.
Yeah, it's stuff like that. Like, you're just going to, if you can help someone, you're going to help them. It's just the way it is.
All right. We are getting down towards the last few questions, Jay. All right. Who is your favorite Cleveland personality?
Probably Tony Rizzo, to be honest.
I kind of figured you would say that, being the commissioner of the RBS Underground League and,
Champions, co-champion here, by the way.
Co-champion. Also El Presidente. Mm-hmm. Are you still El Presidente?
I am El Presidente of the RBS on ESPN Cleveland.
All right. If you didn't.
But, yeah, he's always been like my favorite to listen to since I was a kid, watched him on Fox 8, and then somehow becoming good friends with the guy. He's helped me out immensely throughout with my career and stuff.
Do you have an honorable mention or an up-and-comer?
Let's go with Kevin Arnold.
Oh, Kevin.
He's helped me a lot. He's helped me more than probably anybody at becoming so much better on the mic and talking to screens, more or less.
Yeah.
It is awkward. I'll tell you, I'm still not used to looking at a camera and talk. Like, I feel like I have to have a conversation with it.
No, but the great thing is like with your guys' show and everything, it's, you guys are kind of so laid back, but you guys have honest conversations. And that's what I love always watching your guys' show is it was an honest conversation. You guys were honest with each other, said how you felt. It wasn't fluff. It wasn't anything else. It was just, this is how it is. And I loved it. All right. Best Cleveland sports moment, whether it be a game, fandom, anything of that nature. What is your best Cleveland sports moment?
I'm going to go with just what I saw live. That's what I try to think about it. I'm like, there's so many different, like, obviously, I mean, didn't want to say the obvious of Game 7 of the 2016 championship because that, in my opinion, should be everybody's. Yes. I'm going to go with watching it live, thanks to Casey Koulis hooking me up with tickets. I was like 9th row center court, and I got to witness Donovan Mitchell score 71. I think it was 71. Yeah, 71 points on the Chicago Bulls. That was unreal, and he was doing it so efficiently. It was just awesome. And there was a point, and I was with Kevin, and I looked at him. I'm like, he's going to go for 50 watch. He's going to about to blow up. And he's like, why? I'm like, some dude on that team just pissed him off, and I saw it. And sure enough, he did. And that was if you played basketball, you know it's hard to score 10 points in a game, let alone 71.
Yeah. Oh, God, yes. All right, bud. We're here at the end of our show. I cannot thank you enough, and it is time for you to talk about whatever you want to talk about, anything upcoming, anything you want to rant about, anything. The table is yours. Here is always Positive J.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, and it's awkward to not talk to anybody and have conversation. But this Wednesday is actually my last show with the Voice of the Land, and it's been a great run for 3 years. I've learned so much from Kevin and Peter, and now we got the new guy Ryan Mosser in there. And Wednesday is going to be my last show, and I believe I will be announcing the new show I will be starting, which I would love to break on here, but I can't. So tune in this Wednesday to the Voice of the Land where I can announce it. Say bye to all our listeners, and it's not going to be easy. And if I cry on my show, I'm sorry.
It's all right if you cry.
I
Crying's loud,
mean,
man.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Jay, thank you so much. Thank you for sitting in the 216 hot seat right now. I appreciate everything you do. Like I said, go find him at Always Positive J on X, and then give us that like, subscribe, and follow, and keep it tuned in here for our next guest on the 216 show as I get my mouse to work for me. And we will see you guys next time. See you.